11 months ago, I published a video titled, "I guarantee this routine will get you to gold." After posting that video, I also opened up a weekly segment on my stream dedicated to reviewing lower-rated players. During these weekly segments, I noticed a recurring set of issues that arose due to an incomplete explanation of the overaim drill. This video will serve as an addendum to that drill to hopefully close the gap between "I cannot improve at this drill" and "I no longer need this drill to improve." Before we get into the guide, there's an elephant in the room that needs to be discussed. If you experience intermittent packet loss, jitter, ping over 100 ms, or frame rates that frequently dip below 60 FPS, this guide will not apply to you. The unfortunate reality is that Valorant is a low time to kill game, and these hardware limitations matter a lot. If any of the above issues apply to you, I would recommend you first seek out solutions to those problems. An easy way to tell if your VOD has any stuttering is to watch it frame by frame. If there are multiple sequential frames where no movement whatsoever occurs, followed by a sharp jump in motion, you are experiencing stuttering. There's no one-size-fits-all solution to this problem. It can be caused by a very wide range of hardware issues. Unfortunately, you're on your own when it comes to solving this. In order to identify which of the following issues apply to you, you will have to be recording your practice sessions and reviewing the VODs. There's no shortcut to this step, and if you are skipping it, I cannot help you. Please record your VODs using the OBS Input Overlay plugin. You can figure out how to use it with some quick Google searching. It's important to keep in mind that the human brain is not very good at parallelizing improvement. In simpler terms, even if you notice 4 issues with your VOD, you should focus on fixing 1 at a time. Terrible mouse sensitivity. Multiply your Valorant mouse sensitivity by your mouse DPI. If this number is over 408, lower it. If this number is below 190, raise it. If you believe you're an exception to this rule because some pro plays on this sensitivity, then close this video because that pro also didn't need this guide to go pro. Not moving and aiming at the same time, inconsistent reaction speed, or inconsistent directional movement. You will know you have this issue if your crosshair starts moving before your keyboard indicates a directional input, or vice versa. This can be very inefficient and results in you having significantly less time to hit your shot than you would otherwise have. To fix this issue, you should break the process down into parts. First, start by simply moving in the correct direction the moment a bot spawns. Don't worry about shooting the bot or aiming at all. Do this until you're consistently pressing the correct direction within a 150 to 250 millisecond reaction window. You can measure this window by scrubbing your VOD frame by frame. Next, do the opposite. Avoid all movement and simply attempt to over-flick on the bots as soon as they spawn. Once again, aim for a 150 to 250 millisecond reaction window. Move on to the next step once you can do this consistently. Finally, combine the 2 movements. Still, resist the urge to fire your weapon. Don't rush into it. Just over-aim and move. And really focus on inputting both the movement and aim inputs simultaneously. Once again, aim for a 150 to 250 millisecond reaction window. When you are finally reacting to the bots consistently with both movement and aim, you can begin attempting to shoot at them again. You have fixed your problem. Rushing shots or lack of micro adjustment. You will know you have this issue if you watch your footage back frame by frame and you don't see any micro adjustments to your crosshair during your short movement onto the bot. To get more comfortable with these micro adjustments while moving, I recommend standing in the middle of the range on Eliminate 100. Start by holding down your A key. Do not let go. Locate the first bot while still holding your A key and attempt to aim onto the bot's head. Ensure you're not tracking the bot's head, but instead leading your crosshair a bit in front of the bot to account for your movement. Once you feel lined up, let go of the A key and shoot the bot on the head. Repeat for the next bot, but using the D key. Once you complete one entire run with 0 whiffs, return to the original drill. Take as much time as you need, but keep in mind that you're not allowed to adjust your aim once your movement has come to a complete halt. Slow flicks. This issue can be directly measured. Count the number of frames it takes for your crosshair to go from starting position to past the bot's head. At 60 FPS, it should ideally take 5 to 10 frames to go past the bot's head. On 30 FPS, aim for 2 to 5 frames. The fix to slow flicks is simple. Stop all other aspects of the drill and exclusively focus on flicking as fast as possible past the bot's head. Keep practicing this until your flick speed reaches the target pacing. Incorrect resetting. Ensure that after you shoot a bot, you overflick and move back to center position. This motion should be the exact inverse of the motion you took to first shoot at the bot. Not flicking far enough or not moving enough. Count the number of frames you hold down your directional input. At 60 FPS, this number should be between 15 and 25. On 30 FPS, this number should be between 7 and 12. If the number is lower, you are not moving enough. If the number is higher, you're moving too much. Moving the incorrect distance can frequently cause your flicks to go too far or too shallow to account for the incorrect movement. To correct this, set the drill to eliminate 100 and stand in your normal overaim position. Carefully place your crosshair within this sweet spot to the left side of the bot's head. Once your crosshair is here, hold D and move onto the target. Shoot the target and repeat, but with the inverse side. Keep switching for all 100 bots. This will teach you what the correct movement distance should feel like. It's not uncommon for beginners to reach a seemingly unpassable mountain when they attempt to move on to medium bots from easy bots. On easy, they can consistently score over 25, but on medium, they struggle to get past even 10. This can create a frustrating practice environment where nothing seems to be the right difficulty. It feels like you have to choose between something that's too easy or something that's too hard. This can happen in many skills in life, not just Valorant. Perhaps the next piano piece you'd like to learn is far more difficult than the current song you're learning. Whenever this seems to happen to you, just remember the 85% rule. The 85% rule states that an error percentage of roughly 15% is optimal for your rate of learning. Since you cannot maintain such a high accuracy rate at medium yet, try to find ways to make the easy bots harder on yourself. For example, force yourself to stand significantly further back on easy. Or push yourself to flick as fast as possible when the bot spawns, even if such a wild motion throws off your adjustments. Whatever you do not allow yourself to fall into the rut of going through the motions. Practicing the same piano song you've practiced the past 3 years is not going to make you better at piano. The same applies to Valorant. You'll never get good enough to tackle medium bots if you allow yourself the pleasantries of coasting on easy.